So, yeah, our Team Clark Consumer Action Center pretty much has a new cuss word, I-bonds, because they're very confusing to people and they're hard to explain, hard to understand. And I go through cycles going all the way back to the 1990s where I'd say, buy them now. Don't buy them anymore. Sell the ones you bought. All this because they are an amazingly complicated product that is designed to reward you where you don't lose purchasing power versus inflation. That they compensate you where with normal savings, you're over time going to fall behind inflation. The theory of Series I savings bond is you stay with inflation. But as I recently advised, people who bought them back when they were almost 10%, earning almost 10%, that weirdly it makes sense to consider selling them now and then paying the tax and then rebuying Series I's because the new Series I's offer a better deal because they give you the rate of inflation plus an additional bonus amount of interest every year. So you're making more than the inflation rate on simple savings. But, okay, imagine this. This is just beyond stupid. The U.S. Treasury Department that runs the IRS, that runs the Series I savings bond program, doesn't send you a 1099 when you cash out a Series I savings bond. But then when you don't remember that you had interest on it and report it on your taxes, that same Department of the Treasury, through the IRS, taxes you and charges you penalties and interest, as well as the tax, for not having reported the income from the sold Series I savings bond. Because you don't have to pay the tax on what you've earned till you sell them, but then you got to report the tax. But then they don't send you anything saying, this is how much you earned, so report this. So listen to how crazy this is. You have to go onto your account with Treasury Direct, where you bought the Series I savings bonds, and you have to go click to find your tax document, print it out, and then have it to report with your taxes. And if you sold Series I savings bonds last year and you're like, oops, I didn't do that, go do it and report it, even if you have to just send the IRS some extra money to cover that tax, because every day you do it sooner, less interest and penalties that you'll owe. And by the way, there's something I learned in a Wall Street Journal story recently that I thought was really great. You can go, if you have an account with the IRS, you can go on there and you can see all the 1099s that you may have received from whoever, particularly if you do gig work. It's great because if you moved or whatever, the 1099s may not find you, but they found the IRS, and the IRS is going to find you for the tax. And then if you didn't report it, again, interest and penalties. So if you set up a personal account with the IRS, you can see them all each year as you're doing your taxes, print them out, and make sure you report everything. It shouldn't be that hard, should it? But it is. And
I just got a nasty gram from the IRS.
Yeah, you got to tell us about what happened to you. I was going to get handcuffs and bring them today so we could cart you away in handcuffs. But
yeah,
tell us what kind of fraudster it turns out you are.
So somebody filed for unemployment using my name, social security number, and address. They put the wrong phone number down in the state of California, where I don't live and have never lived. And I got a letter that I owed $17,000 in taxes on that. I think they got $27,000. I don't know what it was, but You know, I have an accountant, thank goodness, who's helped file my taxes for years. And we got on the phone with California and with the IRS, and there's a lot we have to go through, but it was definitely identity theft. And what I said to the lady in California was, thank goodness I've had my credit frozen for so many years, because obviously somebody has like all my information. And she said, well, what we recommend is that you file a complaint with the FTC.
For what purpose?
I was like, but I think you should tell people to freeze their credit. So yeah, I've got to go through all of that now and file.
Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect example about why you freeze your credit, because our information is out there, whether you know or not, or you became numb to all the data breach notices you get. Everything about us is in the hands of criminals, either already or will be. It's just a fact.